How you doing, everyone? Really quick update on Kyber network crystal KNC. Following my last video, excuse me, I did predict, um, well, yeah, basically the move that's played out pretty much to the T. So we're following this trend line. We have dipped back slightly lower and consolidated at this zone of support, just below 147. And it does look like it took us about 3 hours to break through there, and then we moved higher again. 3 hours with the zone at 151. So yeah, 3 hours pushed through, 3 hours pushed through, sort of ran out of steam, and as such we've come back, tried to break above, didn't, and we've consolidated down to where we did have support. And now for the last 3 hours we've been moving higher. So what to look for now will be either breaking above this 151 line and then getting up to circa 1.6, or we're going to essentially hold around this area, touch the cloud and rock it off, which is pretty close to my prediction. But failing that, worst case scenario, if we do touch the cloud and we don't bounce off it straight away, if we don't see enough volume come in to make us move, we may actually pass sideways through it, possibly wick below, and that essentially could be the move being over. So I'm just going to draw that in. I'm going to draw it in and colour it amber, guys, because I don't honestly think that's going to play out. So from level of retest, we may bounce around the cloud and then either continue to move sideways and consolidate, or we could wick back to realistically 139 for continuation. So as I said, I'm going to mark that amber. I can't see that playing out. I do think that we're continuing on this bullish run. If I just drag it away from the price action, you'll see how close. I mean, I couldn't have drawn that any closer other than dipping that a couple of yeah. I mean that's pretty close. So I'm going to actually move that underneath, just so it's clear for the next video. Yeah, in all honesty, guys, I think as long as we don't have a huge issue breaking through 151, we should really be away and gone. So I'm just going to pull out to the daily quickly and see what else we've had with the 151. So historically, this has been really good support for us once we're above it. As you can see, that was a bounce point where we held, and then we had a really big spring from 151 up to 240. So let's hope for something similar again. Again here, took a while. We made it above pretty much with ease, but then we hung around for 4 or 5 days before springing off higher, and again came back twice, back tested, came back again. I wouldn't say we fell through it, but we spend 3 or 4 days before we do come below, and then we consolidate for a period of time and move back above, stuck under the cloud, and then we shoot off high. So where are we at the moment? I'm just going to make this a bit bigger for us. I'm going to zoom in a touch closer as well. So we could sadly be in a position where we're getting stuck under the cloud. So what that would look like for us at 151 would be a move sideways through the cloud, possibly down to the lower end of the cloud before we re-challenge and eventually break free. When you see really flat levels of resistance within the Ishimoku here, those tend to be thicker walls to break through. So what we want to hope for is over the next day, because this is on the daily chart, that we get through now within the next few hours, possibly have a little bit of consolidation, and then make a break above the cloud. So what to aim for by tomorrow would be to comfortably be above 180, and then that would hopefully see us consolidate around this area above the cloud at 175 and 186. So that would give us a nice 10% range to consolidate before we eventually break above, find support at 188, 190, and then onwards and upwards. So yeah, that's it for me. I'll touch back in tomorrow and see how we're doing. I'll just bring it back to the hourly. 1, 2, 3, fourth hour of moving. So this thing doesn't want to go lower than the 147. So I'm quite confident in saying that the 147 is our low. What we need to do now is get above that cloud, yeah, and start testing the 190 zone. So best of luck, guys, if you're in, and I'll see you on the next one. Please remember to like and subscribe.